Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and comment on this video below. A really good call from Nick in Wales today on Nick Ferrari's show on LBC.
What's the dream
really
ticket?
Worth a listen.
A group of Red Wall Northern MPs are talking about. It seems quite extraordinary now as Mr. Farage makes his way out of the jungle that they get him to tie up with Boris Johnson. They can't seriously be thinking of another prime minister prior to the election, can they? And the idea that to do some kind of tie-up between Boris Johnson and Nigel Farage would solve the Conservatives' problems. Nick is in Pontyclean. So the dream, the response would be Boris Johnson and Nigel Farage. That's the dream.
Just basically, they're at the bottom of the dregs. They've gone through the dregs, and they've come full circle to Boris Johnson and Nigel Farage.
How do you imagine that would... Well, we don't know Nigel Farage, but certainly Boris Johnson. Conservatives are putting their name to Boris Johnson. The Farage thing might be a bit of play with the media and I'm a celebrity and jungles and God knows what else. How do you think that would play with the country, though?
We've played this tune before, haven't we? You're right in what you said previously to one of the previous callers. That like he did have a big, when he won, he did have a big,
a phenomenal,
yeah.
The majority of which I don't think they'll have again in many years.
Yeah, but then he lost it all.
Yeah, totally agree.
And all on his, it's all him. Like he didn't need help from anyone. He did it all himself.
Well, I think there was some incompetence around him who helped, but certainly he's the leader. Yeah, it's absolutely he's the leader.
But if you listen to him, he I don't want to say he parrots Trump because that's a separate thing and it's too easy. Right. But he puts on a persona that he knows all the right people. He's got he gets all the best people, and then. But
let me ask you this:
as soon as something goes wrong, it's everyone else's fault but him.
If we go back in time, how did he do what he did? How did he get that?
Oh, he just told people what they wanted to hear.
Is it as simple as that?
Simple as that. I'm from Wales, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So
I guess Pontyclean. Yeah. Pontyclean was a clue there.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah. But when he came to Wales to get to convince people to vote for to leave Europe, right?
Yep.
He came and said, Europe, because Wales is considered like a developing part of it. We had an X amount of money.
Yep.
He said if Wales votes to leave. We won't give you just that money, we'll double it. And the next thing you know, Wales votes to leave. And then he came back, right, that money you said we're going to give you, we're not going to give you that.
Right.
But the money that we did give you, we're only going to give you half of that.
Right. And that's how it comes about. Nick, I will leave that because...
I would add that Boris Johnson's win in 2019 wasn't as spectacular as people like to believe. He got 80 seats from 43% of the vote. The majority did not vote for Boris Johnson. But I'd also add that he did have a very good helper in Jeremy Corbyn. A lot of people voted Boris Johnson because they feared Jeremy Corbyn more.